In the heart of Houston, Texas, Prince grew up in a neighborhood where survival was a daily battle. The son of a single mother, he learned early on the importance of respect and loyalty. These values would become the cornerstone of his empire in the hip-hop industry. As a young man, Prince started a record label called Rap-A-Lot Records in the late 80s. At a time when Southern rap was often overlooked, he saw potential in local talent. His first big success came from the group Geto Boys, whose gritty lyrics resonated with audiences. With hits like Mind Playing Tricks on Me, the group established themselves as pioneers of Southern hip-hop. But Prince was more than just a record executive, he was a strategic mastermind. He understood the music business's intricacies, navigating the industry with a mix of charm and intimidation. As his label grew, so did his reputation. He wasn't just producing music, he was cultivating an empire. One of the turning points in his career came when he took a stand against the growing trend of violence in the hip-hop community. Instead of shying away, he embraced his role as a protector. He organized peace summits between rival artists and worked to mediate conflicts. This earned him respect not just as a businessman but as a figure of authority. However, his influence extended beyond music. Prince became known for his strong connections and deep understanding of the streets. Many in the industry whispered about his ability to make problems disappear. This duality solidified his status as one of the most feared figures in hip-hop. His reputation was cemented when he became involved in high-profile disputes. Instead of allowing chaos to ensue, Prince would step in, often surprising adversaries. His interventions became legendary, and the respect he garnered meant that many artists sought his counsel. As the years went on, Prince remained a vital force in the hip-hop industry. He maintained a low profile, often staying out of the spotlight while his influence loomed large. Artists understood that to have Prince on their side was to have an unyielding ally. Conversely, crossing him could lead to career-ending consequences. In the age of social media, his mystique only grew. Stories of his interventions, his legendary meetings, and his unwavering support for his artists became part of hip-hop folklore. His memoir, The Art of Respect, revealed the man behind the legend. Prince's journey from the streets of Houston to the pinnacle of the hip-hop world showcased not just his business acumen but also his ability to wield influence with wisdom. He became a living legend, a man who commanded respect not through fear alone but through the trust and loyalty he built within his community. In a world filled with noise, Prince stood as a symbol of strength and integrity. As Prince continued to navigate the complex landscape of the hip-hop industry, his influence grew beyond just music. He began to see the potential for using his platform to uplift the community and advocate for social change. With his roots deeply embedded in Houston, he started initiatives aimed at empowering youth. One of his most notable projects was the Rap-A-Lot Academy, a mentorship program designed to help young aspiring artists hone their skills. He invited successful musicians to share their stories and experiences, emphasizing the importance of education and resilience. Prince often said, "Knowledge is the greatest currency." This initiative not only strengthened his ties to the community but also helped shape the next generation of artists. Meanwhile, the hip-hop landscape was evolving. With the rise of the internet and social media, new artists emerged seemingly overnight. Prince remained a steadfast mentor to many, but he also faced challenges from younger artists. As tensions sometimes flared, he worked to bridge the gap between old-school respect and new-school bravado. One summer night, a situation escalated between two rising stars in the industry, both with connections to Prince. Recognizing the gravity of the situation, Prince summoned both artists to a private meeting at his Houston office. The air was thick with unease as the two artists arrived. Prince sat at the head of the table, his presence commanding respect. He listened intently as each artist voiced their grievances, allowing them to air their frustrations. Once they had spoken, he leaned back and spoke with the authority he had cultivated over decades. Listen, this isn't just about you two. It's about the legacy you're building, the lives you touch, and the community you represent. You have the power to create change, to uplift rather than destroy. Let's turn this energy into something positive. As he spoke, it became clear that Jay, Prince wasn't just addressing their feud, he was reminding them of their responsibilities as artists. By the end of the meeting, they had not only reconciled but had also agreed to collaborate on a community event to promote peace through music. Word of this gathering spread, and it became a turning point for both artists. They performed together, blending their unique styles, and the event drew a massive crowd. It not only healed their rift but also sparked a wave of unity in the hip-hop community. With each success, Jay, Prince's reputation grew, but so did the challenges. Some criticized him for being too controlling, while others feared his power. Yet, those who truly knew him understood that his intentions were rooted in loyalty and a deep desire to see everyone succeed. Years passed, and Jay, Prince became a mentor to not just artists but also executives. He often hosted roundtable discussions, bringing together industry veterans and newcomers to share insights. His impact was undeniable, and as he looked back on his journey, Jay, Prince felt a sense of fulfillment. He had transformed from a kid in the streets of Houston into a revered figure in hip-hop. But Jay, Prince wasn't done yet. He had his sights set on broader horizons. Inspired by the movements he saw rising across the country, he began collaborating with activists and influencers. Through it all, Jay, Prince remained grounded, often returning to the community that raised him. He knew that his legacy wasn't just about the music or the power he held, it was about the lives he touched. In a world that often glorified chaos, he stood firm as a beacon of hope and strength, a man feared by some but deeply respected by many.